Yo guys, hope we're good. So you're probably at a stage of your life right now where you're doing all the fucking things in the world to try self-improve, try to be better. I get that, it's cool, well done. That was me for a long time as well. Banging my head off the wall, making some progress, falling off, feeling in control, falling into chaos, the list went on. It was a little bit of an up and down cycle. Quite frustrating to be honest, right? But something really interesting happened to me about a year and a half ago. And this is going to be probably one of the best videos you ever watch when it comes to just simplifying nutrition, training, getting the results you want, and seeing the success that you think about, quite frankly, all the time. Because if you're ambitious enough to sit down and watch this video, and actually see a video through to the bitter end, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, if it's even that long, then I commend you, right? You're probably one of the guys that will actually get the results he's looking for over the next 6 months and beyond. The same way as anyone that would work with me inside my program, it's like, okay, you're in, cool. 6 months from here, this is the outcome, I can guarantee this, let's make it happen. And one of the systems I use is not only the TD5, but the 2-1 rule, right? And this is what I'm going to run through with you right here, right now. And it's the fastest way you shred body fat, the simplest way you'll get ripped. And I mean this, I mean dick skin ripped. And I might share a couple of photos up on the screen about my body composition when I ran this exact diet, because it's quite frankly insane. I'll start with the nutrition first, then I'll pepper in the habits, because the habits are quite frankly going to be the backbone to the success you have with this. If the habits are not installed, the mindset is not there for it, you're going to fail, you're going to fall flat in your face when it comes to this approach to eating, okay? The 2-1 diet is you eat 2 meals per day and 1 snack. The 2 meals per day, based upon your total caloric intake, let's say if you're shredding body fat, let's say to shred body fat, you need to be on 2,500 calories, just to be dropping 0.75 to maybe, 1% of total body weight a week. That's great, but again, in my eyes, it's still quite slow. And a lot of people do say it's a marathon, not a sprint, but I tell you what, if you sprint the marathon, you can rest up and move on to the next one and bag more fucking W's, mate. Bag more wins, run more marathons. So the 2-1 diet essentially is 2 large meals a day. Okay, and this is the way I would structure it. Let's say you are 185 pounds, you're maybe a bit soft. You're maybe between 5'10" and 6 foot. You're just average, right? You're just an average guy, right? If you want to rip off fat extremely fucking quick, this is the diet for you. So 2 meals a day, let's say your total daily calories are 2,500. I would cut that by an extra 400 and put you straight on 2,100. And this is not advice, like personal advice. Everyone's got their own bespoke blueprint, but this is exactly what I done, which worked extremely well. So 2,100 calories. And I'd split that 2 ways. So what does that equate to? What is that, 1,050 calories? I would have 2 meals per day of about 900 calories. So it'd be about 150 either end of the 2 meals that I could channel into an afternoon snack during the day. And both of those 900 calorie meals, I would hit 100 grams of protein, anywhere between 90 and 100 grams of protein. So either way, I'm still going to be hitting 180 to 200 grams of protein per day. So 1 gram per pound of body weight, if not 1.2 grams per pound lean body weight every single day, to make sure muscle protein synthesis is taking place and you're actually maintaining or retaining the tissue throughout a fat loss phase, especially when you're going as aggressive as we are here. So you want to be making sure that muscle protein synthesis is pumping. Okay, and a lot of guys say you don't actually need as much protein as this. Some others say you need more protein than this. I think that's a sweet spot. It's just keep it simple, stupid, keep it basic, keep it straight to the point. So run that. Then you want to be optimizing for, again, matching your protein with your carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are your primary source of fuel. You need to get a pump, you need to stay full. And quite frankly, carbs are great. I like carbohydrates. I don't like a low carb diet. I maybe do a low carb morning sometimes, but a low carb diet is not the funnest in the world, right? So again, matching. You want about 180 to 200 grams of carbohydrates per day. So that's already 1,600, right? 1,600-ish calories between the carbs. in the protein itself. Then the remainder, you're looking for 40 grams of fat. So 4 times 9, 9, 18, 27, 36, 360 calories from fat. And you're going to have this little kind of period of calories during the day, like 300 for whatever you fancy, or you can backload them to the nighttime. And I'll tell you what I do with this, right? So you have these big meals, and I'm talking, you know, your steak, your eggs, your sourdough, your rice, your potatoes, chicken, fish, whatever it might be. It's like very whole, clean, nutrient dense, not the most hyper palatable, but it fills you the fuck up, and it has a very good nutrient profile. You want to be having your meals based on that. So for breakfast, I would normally have like 250 grams grilled chicken, a protein apple muffin, cinnamon muffin, a slice of sourdough, some white rice, and like a chutney, like a nice chutney and some broccoli. And that would fill me up. I would not want to eat after that, and I'd have that meal at 12 o'clock in the day. So I would be installing an intermittent fast as well, right? And this is the thing with the fasting window. It allows you to eat a higher volume of food in a smaller window of time, essentially, which is great for backloading nutrition later on in the day. Yes, some people might feel that it compromises their workouts or their energy, but guys, get over it. Just get over it. It's not that deep. Like, ancestrally, like, we used to hunt on empty stomachs. I know we're not cavemen anymore, and societal norms has taught you that you need a bowl of fucking crunchy nut before you start your day. I think it's redundant. Wake up, hydrate, caffeinate, get some electrolytes in, more caffeine if necessary, have a sparkling water, go get the shit done. So fasted workout in the morning, make sure that insulin sensitivity, that growth hormone is secreting, it's pumping, it's nice and high. Your cognitive performance will be through the roof, and then you can break that fast post-workout. And you're only going to be training 3 times a week on this, because one thing that I do want to note, a very notable point, is you can't train really aggressive on this. You want to be doing 3 full body strength workouts a week to minimize the appetite spike, because weight training, if you train 5-6 days a week and do cardio, whatever it might be, you're going to notice that your appetite wants to spike. Therefore, it's really hard to stay in a deficit. So you want your cardio to be low impact, and you want your strength training sessions to be full body 3 times a week for optimal rest and recovery. So you're just going to be on a strength and maintenance mode with your training and performance. Your cardio to be done with your 10k steps, or low impact cardio on a bike for 20-30 minutes every other day. So that's to get the training done. I'll park that for a second, but the post-workout meal, nice big dense meal. During the afternoon, if you're not super hungry, if you are peckish around about that kind of 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock window, have some fruit, have watermelon, have some mango, have some pineapple, have a nice bucket of fruit, something that's going to be about 300 calories worth of just nice, easy to digest, beautiful micronutrients. Just have a nice bowl of fruit, just cold, have it in the fridge. We get our fruit delivered over here in Bali. I get all these lovely tropical fruits delivered, and it's just great. So I would have maybe some fruit in the afternoon, if I even would have that. And then for dinner, I would pretty much replicate meal number 1, but rotate some of the nutrients. So I might have steak, I might have fish, I would still have a slice of sourdough. I would maybe scrap the eggs and go for more egg whites, and then, you know, smash that through the rice. Or I'd change the rice for potatoes. But again, I'm having a really whole, nutrient dense large meal, and I'm getting together loads of you know, sauteed onions, peppers, sauerkraut, things that are incredible for the digestive health system, you know, priming my gut for digestion, emulsification, and partitioning of the nutrients coming in, which again is super helpful. And from there, guys, like, you're having these 2 big large ass meals, maybe a small snack during the day, but then this is the kicker, this is what makes you stick to the diet. Because you've got that nice 300 calorie window, right? At the end of the day, if you've had your first meal, you went through the full day without, because you fasted, you're feeling full, you're good, you're just riding off caffeine and nicotine and sparkling water, you're going to feel good. You have your big dinner, but you know, you're probably a guy like me that has a bit of a sweet tooth. So in regards to the sweet tooth, how do we fix that, right? You got to have your end of day event, which will be your little treat. And what I was having, right, because I worked out, see a small Kit Kat, it's like, I think it's 80 calories, and then a white chocolate almond Magnum, 300 calories. And I would have that. And that, my friend, would be the indicator to me that, you know what, the day's done successful. If I made it to the end of the day and had the Magnum and the Kit Kat, I knew I was successful, and I'd go to bed satisfied, full, all macros hit, dietary fats, carbohydrates, protein nailed, whole nutrient dense food all through the day, but 10% of my diet is going to be based upon having whatever the fuck I want within that calorie budget. And I found, and I installed this right for a lot of clients, the 2-1 diet, and it just worked so incredibly well. They were like, Lewis, I'm dropping pounds and pounds by the day. This is the leanest I've been. My energy is the best it's been. I've got no food focus. I'm allowed to have my cookies on a night time. I can have some chocolate, some ice cream. Can I get a bit of fruit during the day? Guys, this is insane. I don't feel like I'm eating boring meals when I have my big 900, maybe 1,000 calorie meals. I feel full as hell. There's no way I need to eat for another couple hours, if even 6-7 hours. And this was an absolute game changer for me. And the way I would operate, right, would be wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. let's say. I would do 20 push-ups, do my morning process, my journaling, reflection, meditation, coffee, hydration, sparkling water, walk to the gym, which would be 5k steps, train at 6 a.m. for opening, do my workout, finish the workout with 300 calories of cardio, have my first meal around about 9:30, 10, shower, change, 12 o'clock would come, snack, some fruit, watermelon, some mango around about 2, wait till dinner, have that, then I would have my sweet treat at the end of the day. How good does that sound? I tell you what, if you followed a similar diet to that, if not copied and pasted that right in, there would be no way in hell you would not get absolutely shredded. And this was the diet that took me from 86 kilo to 78 kilo in 12 weeks. And I didn't even feel like I was on a diet. Every single weekend I would have a day where I would just eat like cookies or froyo or go out for a steak dinner. But I would still stick to the principles and habits, because Monday is the same as Saturday. It's just a day. So you can still run the same blueprint, but some days you can spike up the food a little bit more if you are wanting to be more flexible. You want to have a higher calorie day, a bit of a refeed. Because see, when you're dropping as much fat as you are following this strategy, that's when you can get away with having a refeed. When you're maybe only dropping 1 pound a week and it's slow and it's stagnant, there's no need for a refeed. But when you're dropping 3, 4, 5 pounds a week of fat, yeah, you can afford to bump up 2.5 pounds every weekend eating what you fancy, because you're shredding. And it just makes you look fuller and tighter and sharper and leaner when you have these refeeds, which drives up your test levels, drives up your energy, drives up your focus for the weekend workouts, keeps fun and fulfillment in check, and allows you to go out on your date nights, hang out with the guys. It's great. It's great. So here's a little kind of snapshot. That is what you do if you want to get fucking ripped. Run that, try that, test it. If you want me to install it for you, with you, link below in the description, just hit it and we can chat. That's just one small core component of one of my little mad methods I help my clients implement, which works really freaking well. So 2-1 diet, guys, give it a blast, give it a shot, see if you enjoy it, if you can handle it. But 12 weeks you could easily lose anywhere between 20 and 30 pounds running that, and just adjust as necessary. For me, I didn't actually adjust my calories the whole way through the diet. I just keep running that system, keep the output the same, keep rest the same, keep steps the same, drank 5 litres of water every single day, and it worked. It was aggressive, but it worked. See you soon, guys. Much love.